I've been doing this 6 years now. Jason's 5 years, but he was coming here before that.
Living life.
We've never had any issues. I think it's because it's much less heinous than Cook County Jail or
Yeah.
but or a prison, adult prison. But it's it's got its own stuff. It does not look like a juvenile prison, right?
No.
No,
It's because it was a warehouse.
that makes sense.
Inside the walls of IYC Chicago, in a space often defined by restrictions, a group of dedicated educators and artists sought to create something boundless, an avenue for self-expression through the words of Shakespeare.
Okay, thanks.
At the heart of this effort was Kurt Toftelin, the founder of Shakespeare Behind Bars.
It's all about patience and not trying to push any buttons that won't work anyway. You give control of your life up the moment you went through that door.
A guiding force and mentor to the teaching artists, Kurt brought decades of experience in using theater to transform
we got
lives.
two new ones. How you doing? What's going on? I'm so glad to see you. Good to see you too.
How was your drive?
My drive was. How you doing? I'm Kurt.
Nice to meet you.
McMorris.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
McMorris, nice to meet you.
He attended the first session, offering his wisdom and encouragement, returned in the middle of the season to check in on progress, and was present at the final session to witness the culmination of the youth's work. His presence anchored the team and reminded everyone of the profound impact that storytelling and performance can have, even in the most confined spaces. Each week, the team entered this space with a mission: to share language, performance, and the power of storytelling with incarcerated youth. The team, Kevin, a seasoned Shakespearean actor, OZ, a PhD student, musician, and youth activist, Jen, a CPS teacher with a deep theater background, and a documentarian assisting in the sessions, came together to build a program that would challenge, inspire, and ultimately transform.
Hi, I'm Jen. Nice to meet you.
Kevin.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Ask them to make a goal. The goal is based on the workshop, like knowing that they're going to be doing theater stuff for the next 2 hours. What goals can they make? At the end of the session, they evaluate if they met their goal. And that's just get them to, this population sometimes has issues with future orientation, right? Like planning for the future. So it teaches them small goals equal big goals.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, no.
We appreciate you.
We're excited. The new cycle going.
Yeah.
The first session was full of promise. A large group of students gathered, curious, hesitant, open to possibility.
Nice to meet you.
What's up?
We're just going to kind of jump in. So if you guys decide to be, so this is an opportunity for you to see what Shakespeare Behind Bars is. At the end of the session today, you'll make a choice. So you're like, yeah, I dig this. I want to be in it. Or you'll be like, one for me. You know what I mean? It's 100% your choice. Okay. I think you're going to have a wonderful time. We have a wonderful workshop prepared for you. So, and just based on the energy that I'm seeing right now with you guys coming in, I think we're going to have a lot of fun together. So I hope at the end you guys choose to be a part of the program. The first thing that we do when we start the program is we do this paper called it's called the introspection sheet. Introspection just is a fancy word for reflection. So knowing that today you're going to be learning a little bit about theater, acting, Shakespeare, public speaking, maybe some improvisation, knowing all of that, what is a goal, a small goal that you think that you can plan for the next 2 hours? So sometimes people say my plan is to go home. That's an awesome goal and an awesome plan, but it might not be accomplishable in the next 2 hours. So what can you do with us in the next 2 hours? This is our arts program. So last session, we filmed a short film. This session, we may do a film again, we may do a podcast. So it also helps us start preparing and figuring out what we need to do to get prepared for the production.
So just looking at that line, how we break it down in iambic pentameter is once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more. The rhythm being da 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 da.
But as the weeks unfolded, reality set in. Some chose to leave. Others, newly arrived, stepped in to take their place. Each shift meant starting over, building trust, reestablishing connections, and finding common ground.
All of B Wing is not coming today because they didn't want to. But luckily, we were already going to be teaching 2 groups, 1 hour each, and now we're just going to be teaching the second group for 2 hours total. But most of the second group is new, so we're going to kind of be one of our like consistent, enthusiastic students is now out, so they're not going to be back here at all.
Incarceration follows its own rhythm, dictated by forces beyond their control. Outside allegiances affected inside interactions, and soon the group had to be split due to gang-related tensions. Dividing them ensured safety, but it also deepened the challenge. How does unity emerge through storytelling when divisions are ever present? Games became the bridge. Play provided permission to imagine, to connect, to step outside the hardened exteriors built for survival. And slowly, trust emerged. Then a disruption. Halfway through, Kevin had to leave for a play in California. It was a bittersweet farewell. He had just begun to break through, to see the walls, both literal and figurative, come down.
I think today went really well. I'm a little sad that it's my last day, because I really want to see like how things end, how the whole program goes through. The amount of like change and like openness, willingness to communicate, willingness to commit that has shown up from the beginning of the program to halfway right now it's very inspiring, it's very uplifting. For folks to get to the point where they can take risks and have fun and fail and not know what they're doing and be okay with it and not feel judged, I think that is step one to folks feeling vulnerable enough to being open. And like I felt it last time, I felt it in my body coming in. I'm not at all surprised. And I think like part of the feeling of like the sense of loss that is coming in for me as I'm saying goodbye is by being like, I knew this moment would come, I felt this moment coming, and it is heartbreaking to say bye at the moment when it's really starting to blossom.
His absence was felt, but the work continued. And then the breakthrough. The youth began to write, stories pulled from their lives, shaped into script form, sculpted into something meant to be heard. They wrote a group poem exploring love and hate, a theme Shakespeare himself wrestled with. They learned Sonnet 24, tracing the rhythm of iambic pentameter with their own voices. But as the scheduled season neared its end, another challenge emerged. The final project was incomplete. The setbacks, the shifts in participation, the constant starting over, it had all led to this moment of uncertainty.
All we do in Shakespeare Behind Bars is mark that you came to the program, because you have to come to the program and complete the program for IYC to give you the cut time. So all we do is tell them, yes, you guys came, and then IYC determines how much cut time you get. 1, you will get cut time. 2, I don't know how much cut time. It's up to the facility. We never, the thing is, we never know.
We need cut time because it's TRD, but us, we need cut time.
I understand that. I'm just being 100% honest with you.
All right, so look, can you just see for next week?
The team needed them to stay, to see this through, to complete something they had begun.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Can you just see before the...
If Mrs. McMorris comes in now, we'll ask her, but she's consistently told you guys, what has she told you?
Yeah, I was my cut time for Wednesday, then I stay, but as long as I get my cut time for Wednesday, then that's cool.
Love alters not, which is brief hours and weeks.
Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks.
Again, every time that we see you, it's less and less classes because we're really getting to the finish line, right?
The performances were filmed, the podcast was recorded, and their words were woven into something tangible.
Starting from the very top, and 5, 4, 3. This is a classic story of boy meets girl, a tale that some would say is as old as Genesis. Our story begins at a house party. Music plays softly in the background. Groups of teenagers are scattered around, some sitting, some standing, some dancing. And here comes Ernesto.
Ernesto, what you on, my boy? You finally made it, bro. I thought you was gonna miss it.
All right, ready, Teague?
All right, here we go. Taken from page 3.
Cool.
Damn. Hey, beautiful, I like your shirt.
Thanks. I like your hair. What's your name? Hold up, my friend is calling me.
For a moment, I thought you was finna fumble, but we got action. I think you're in now, my boy. Don't let up now. Look like she's friends with Jacinda. Let's go over there. I'll talk to Jacinda so you can finish talking to Kalia. Let's go. Hey, Jacinda, come here for a second. I need you to help me with something.
Hey, Santa!
Miss Meadows told me to be festive.
On the final day they watched, they listened, they saw their voices reflected back at them in ways they may never have imagined.
Congratulations.
All right, so you are receiving a certificate of achievement from Shakespeare Behind Bars. We hereby present this award to, all right, in recognition and honor of outstanding achievement and participation in the Shakespeare Behind Bars juvenile program at the Illinois Youth Center in Chicago. This, above all, to thine own self be true. Hamlet, William Shakespeare, Act 1, Scene 3. Congratulations.
Woo!
You made it. You finished it.
Certificates were handed out, and in a rare moment of celebration within these walls, they had a taco party. As the facilitators left that day, they left behind something more than just a program. They left behind voices that had been heard, stories that had been told, and the undeniable proof that even within the confines of a system meant to hold them in place, they could create something that set them free.